Stampers! For today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this card right here. And I've been playing a lot with embossing powder, so that's how I did this. This is all embossing powder, so I'm going to show you how I did it. I used the stamp set called World Treasures, which is right here. So I used this flower, and I also did one with this peacock coming up, so watch for that in another video. And then I also used the stamp set called Best Dad Ever, and I used the Thinking of You, which of course you can use any sentiment from any stamp set that you want. I just liked the size of this one. Alright, so let's get started and I'll show you exactly how I did it. So I took Whisper White cardstock, and you always want to start off with your embossing buddy, which helps the embossing powder to only stick where you want it to, which really does help. Alright, and then of course I used my Versamark. And then I took my flowers and inked that up really good. And then pressed it down right where I want it. And then you want to have all your paper ready, your extra paper ready, unless you have a tray. Alright, so we're going to start with Tempting Turquoise embossing powder, and you really just want to try to get it on that very first flower, very carefully. Just like that. And then we're going to move on to, that was Tangerine Tango, is what I used for that. And then we're going to move on to Tempting Turquoise, which is the blue. And again, you can do these in whatever order that you want. It doesn't really matter. Alright. And then we're going to do Melon Mambo over here. I love embossing powder. We have so many different colors now that it's so much fun to get very creative. And then I used Wild Wasabi for the stem. And then that one I just kind of went everywhere down the stem. And if you got a little bit not on the stem, it kind of adds a little bit character. Alright, so like that. Alright. And then what I did was I took whatever color that you want down here for the Thinking of You. It doesn't really matter. But I am going to use the Tempting Turquoise again. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll use Melon Mambo just to be different. Alright, so Thinking of You. Now when I'm embossing, I always like to have a little paintbrush handy so that you can get this little extra stuff off that you don't really need. That may be off to the side. Like this just was the bottom of the, I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but just brush it off. Really simple. Alright, and then you just got to take your heat tool to it. Alright, so then I added my gems, and I used the basic gems, the jewels that we have, and then I just added those on there, which just kind of adds a little bit of a touch to them, to the card, to the flowers. So there you go, quick and simple card. Thanks for watching.